WNBA Playoffs 2025, Game 2 of Round 1. The Aces versus the Storm. The Storm win. Let's get into it. Now, probably a lot of people were thinking that, hey, the Aces got this in the bag. They are going to win. They've been winning the last few games, uh, in season, regular season, and also they won the first game of the playoffs, this series in round one. So why wouldn't they win the second time? Not because the Storm had a different answer for them. The Storm stepped it up. They played aggressively. It all comes down to this. It all comes down to who's going to be the aggressor. What team is going to be more aggressive? What team is going to be more gritty? What team are going to shoot with precision? What team are going to be so disruptive to their opponent that it throws them off guard? This is whatever team that you are. If you do these things, you're going to win games. The minute you slack, or the minute you think you got it all together, the minute you think you're going to win, that it's in the bag, or the minute you think, oh, no big deal, or whatever it is, or the minute you don't play up to par, you're going to lose. You got to be on your game every single game you play. Not focusing on the last game, but being present to where your feet are. And I believe the Storm, they were like, you know what? No, 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 no. Mm-mm. They wanted to win the game, this second game of the first round. They wanted to win it in their house. And they did. Because you know why? They didn't give up. They did not give up. Even though it might have seemed as though the Aces were going to win, they did not give up. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first quarter was 22 Aces, 21 Storm. Pretty close. All right. Probably a confidence boost for the Aces. Second quarter, 23-23. Now the boost goes to the Storm. They're probably like boost up saying, okay, wait a minute. Hey, we ain't doing too bad. We're tied right now. Third quarter, 24 Aces, 17 Storm. Now, third quarter, after the half. So now the Aces are like, okay, we gotta like just win this and get this done. They're playing like they want to win this. What does Seattle say? We do want to win this. We don't want to lose. So even though the scores were like, oh, okay, they might win, Seattle did not give up. They hung in there. Fourth quarter, 14 Aces, 25 Seattle. There you go. The score ended with 86 Seattle Storm, 83 Aces. So you cannot count out a team in the playoffs. Okay? I mean, in general as well. If the team is willing to be aggressive and to have, their like, teeth into the game, if they're willing to do what it takes for them to be aggressive and to be gritty and to, put the stop on their opponents, if they're willing to like tangle in there and dive for balls and so they can get a jump ball or crash the paint, if they're willing to do all these things, the chances of them winning increases. It's the teams that don't do this that lose. Seriously. And if any team has good shooters on it, you got to crowd those shooters. You got to make it so difficult that they cannot hit the bucket, no matter what they do, or at least try to slow them down. If you're not doing that, you're going to lose. This is very simple. So I don't know why some teams don't understand this and they don't prepare themselves for what's necessary to go into this battle with this other team. But the Storm, in that first round, second game, they were prepared to go long distance. They were prepared to go the full length from start to finish, being as aggressive and as intentional as they could. And that won them the game. Not to mention the shooting. That won them the game. For the Aces, the top three scorers were Wilson, 21, Jackie Young, 25, and off the bench, Jewel Lloyd, 13. So those three still had high points, in double digits. However, the Storm did stop them to a certain degree. They could have made more. Usually Ages getting like 28, 29 points. She's only at 21. Okay, so they were doing something right. All right, they had 28 out of 56 field goals, 7 out of 19 three-pointers, and 20 out of 29 free throws. They had 11 turnovers and 29 rebounds. Now, for the Storm, let's see. The top scorers were Skylar Diggins, 26 points. NECA, 24 points. And then a tie from the bench was Dominique Malonga. She had 11, and Erica Wheeler had 11. Now, let me just tell you, Dominique Malonga, I got to talk about the 19-year-old whenever I get a chance. She is excelling. She is awesome to watch on the court, and she's getting better and better. Not that she was bad before, but just sort of getting acclimated to the WNBA. She is on it. She is on it. And her 11 points, along with Wheeler, helped out for the win. And Wheeler, she'll take shots and get it in that you wonder, like, how did that happen? Okay? So they got two that are on the bench that they can depend upon. All right, they made 33 out of 72 field goals, 10 out of 23 pointers, 10 out of 12 free throws. They had 10 turnovers and 23, no, 32 rebounds. 23 of those were defensive rebounds. The largest lead of this game was 14 by the Aces. So at one point, the Aces were the lead by 14 points. The largest lead for Seattle was 4. So Seattle came back with a vengeance. Good for them. Now, they played at the Climate Pledge Arena in Seattle, Washington, and the attendance was 12,500. And they will play the Storm in the round one, the third game on Thursday, September 18th. And, from the looks of it, either one of these teams can win. It all depends on the strategies. It all depends on the defensive schemes they come up with. It all depends on what the team is willing to do to win in terms of playing good basketball and having that IQ, that basketball IQ, utilizing everything that they know and putting it into action. That's who's going to win. So, y'all let me know what you think about in the comment section if you saw this game. What your thoughts are about the Storm, what your thoughts are about the uh, Aces, and who do you think is going to win this third game? And let me know in the comment section. My name is Barbara, around the WNBA and other sports. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, here's your opportunity. It's free. Just come on, okay? And when you subscribe, give me a thumbs up as well, because the thumbs up helps me a lot, all right? And also, don't forget to tap the bell, so when you do that, you'll be notified of new content, okay? So, that being said, I'm always going to say, go Indiana Fever. That's my team. So until next time, peace and blessings.